Like, real doozy of a video right here. Sovereign citizen tries to get through a TSA checkpoint without a search. Oh, anyone who's ever traveled knows what the deal is when it comes to going through TSA and all that. So, this might be a pretty interesting one. Pretty interesting. So, let's check it out. Alright, hopefully we're good to go.
To exercise my rights. So I thought I'd uh, tell you that, and I'd like to go to Florida today with my ticket. Here's my boarding pass. So if you are okay with me uh, getting on the plane without those violations, we're good.
Not gonna
If
work.
not, um, I should get your name and all that and remind you.
Now, this is the face of a TSA officer who wishes he'd rang in sick this morning after drawing the short straw to deal with this saucy Karen.
All right, so we don't tease anything. If you have something in your bag, you are free to take it out, or you are free to surrender it to us. So we do not tease anything. All right.
Well, I
Ever.
mean, well,
You have a right to come back out and take your item back out. Do what you need to do with it.
I don't think I have anything that you would seize. I don't even have a
We
thing of
don't
water.
tease.
Well, I know that I've had a fresh bottle of water taken as if it is a hazardous material, and it
Right.
most certainly is not.
Right, but you had the option to take that water out. You didn't have to, or surrender it to us. That's the way it works.
Well,
We don't seize anything.
well, I don't think we're going to have that issue today since I don't have any water.
Excellent.
But if I did, that would be an added thing that we deal with. But because that actually comes under piracy.
In your delusional mind, maybe, but back here in reality, it comes under TSA guidelines. You know, the ones you
Yeah.
agreed to when purchasing that ticket to Florida.
Well, it doesn't because you have the option to go back out and
Well,
take your item with you.
let's leave the invisible bottle of water aside.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I never understand why these people want to do things the hard way.
Let's
So
see.
just to let you know, if you have to come back through this point, you either have to go through our full body scanner or you have to receive a full body pat down. So
Let's see. Okay. So I have a pen.
what do you have?
I have a pen.
A pen?
A
Okay.
pen, and I'm gonna get it out. And this is about my constitutionally protected right to travel. And I hereby invoke and refuse to waive all unalienable rights as instructed by United States Constitution and Bill of Rights and the Constitution of any one of the several states, and every government public servant is bound by oath to uphold and protect. You understand that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, do you have a warrant to search me?
He doesn't need a warrant, you clown, due to the border search and special needs exception to the Fourth Amendment, which allows for warrantless searches at international borders and airports as a means to protect national security. Stop wasting everyone's time.
Bam, Van Valley giving it to him.
We search people via it's called a administrative search. So it's like coming up to we're looking for specific things. If you don't find those things, you're good to go. It's almost like coming up to a DUI checkpoint. They're under the same amendment.
Yes, but
So-
they've
Yeah.
I don't,
So
as I said,
everything is
I said,
posted out here before you come in.
I don't have a drinking problem. I've never come up to a
Okay, that's
DUI.
fine.
I
we
do.
don't take people's words on it. We have to make sure before somebody gets on the plane, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Because that would be kind of not a good idea in our profession. if we had to take everybody's word, then I'm fine, yeah.
Exactly. Just because you're
Yeah.
gullible enough to take people at their word doesn't mean the rest of the world has to.
Pluto TV is your home for premium Black entertainment. You bring it on. Check out the Black Collective and stream 19 live channels of your favorite Black entertainment. All streaming free. Period. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Alright, let's skip that ahead here.
Well, let's look back at the reason why TSA was begun.
Right.
It was begun because of the 9/11 Commission, the recommendations, right?
Yes, definitely.
So let's look at those recommendations.
So what exactly don't you want to do? You don't want to...
I don't want to be filled up, and I don't want to raise my arms and be looked at naked. In order to,
we don't see anything at all.
No.
You're just a pup
It's
person
completely
there.
different than that.
You after if you go through our machine.
And usually they get a female
I
agent
don't
to
see any
pat
reason why
you
I should
down.
be raising my hands like I'm a criminal when I'm not. I'm an upstanding citizen, have been for 66 years, and intend to be for the
You're
rest of my
upstanding
life.
citizen,
And I
you should have no
also intend to
problem with
uphold
this.
the law.
This has nothing to do with the law. This is about airport rules and regulations. Again, the same rules and regulations you agreed to when you purchased your ticket. The TSA officer, who has the patience of a saint, by the way, tries to compromise with her, but she's on a mission to make life difficult for everyone today.
Would you feel better getting a pat down?
No, I feel sexually assaulted. I've done it before. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just, I came ahead of time. And I guess the first stage is to get your name and badge number and to ask you these questions. I
I'll
didn't.
get my manager out here.
Oh, you aren't the manager?
Yeah. Would you mind waiting?
No, I thought you were the manager.
No, I'm the supervisor. But I'll get a
This is pretty
manager.
good.
I'll be right back.
He is so
thank you
chill.
much. Are you
On the outside anyway.
Are you the manager, dear? Emily Kane, I hope so. I'd like to, first of all, may I get your name? I'll tell you what I'm writing in. I'm writing your name, your badge number, and your jurisdiction.
Can I ask what are you looking for, ma'am?
Oh, I'm looking to travel
Okay.
with my inherent right to travel, to be free of search and seizure. As I explained, is it Gary? Carl, sorry. Carl, I have been traveling the past few years. I am 66 years old. I've never been arrested, never been
These people are nuttier than squirrel crap.
convicted, never been charged.
To do with you traveling today, ma'am?
It absolutely does do with my reputation and my right to travel without unlawful search, without a warrant. So I would like very much to get on my plane without being sexually assaulted and without having to assume a position of criminality with my arms over my head for you to look at me naked through a scanner. So I
We don't look
came.
at you naked through a scanner, but unfortunately you won't be able to come through security if you're not screened.
Only a soft-sit Karen of this caliber is capable of equating the simple process of going through airport security to a serious criminal offence. I think that says more about how your mind works than anything else. Also, don't flatter yourself.
Well, I realize you would say that. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get your,
Got my information?
yes, please, and I'd like to put you on notice. Your name is it, so it's your first name is. Is that right?
No.
Okay. So what's your last name?
Written down.
Okay, thank you. I didn't. Okay, your badge number, please.
It's on the badge, ma'am. Just have to read it.
Where's the number?
Right there, ma'am.
I'd have to see it closer. Would you read it to me, please?
Can you read my badge number, ma'am?
Not easily. The reflection's going all funny, so if you could tell me I put the right one in.
I give you my name. Is there anything anything else I can do for you?
Yes, I'd like your badge number,
And I
please.
gave you my name, miss.
So, aren't I permitted to have your badge number?
No, ma'am, I gave you my name. That's sufficient. If you need further information when you file your complaint, you can give them my name.
Okay, let's see. Should you choose not to complete this form, be advised that this matter may proceed to adjudication. What's your jurisdiction?
Alright?
What's your jurisdiction? That's the question.
Jurisdiction.
Yep.
I would choose not to answer the question on the basis that it's a very stupid question and opt for adjudication instead. And then tell her to stick her form where the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah.
I am the security manager here at Bradley, if that's what you're asking for.
Yeah. That's not exactly what I'm asking, but we're at Bradley. And let's see, do you agree that by your agency oath, you are to uphold and defend the Constitution? Wait, don't please don't interrupt me.
Because I have other things I
Yeah,
can do. At
well, I need to uphold my own rights, so please let me
Okay, well,
finish.
can we do that outside the screening area? Because I have people passengers coming in. So if you're not
Just
gonna
let
come
me
through,
finish this
I would like
sentence,
you to
please.
step out this way.
Please don't interrupt me for this one sentence, and that will be civil, and then I will be civil with you.
I will come into an area where we're not around other people, so we can have a little bit of privacy. So
I don't
mind
need
if
to,
you step out
this is all about privacy, so let me just finish this, and then I'll give you this part. And then, so what I wanted to ask you is, do you agree that by your agency oath you are to uphold and defend the Constitution for the United States of America? Yes or no? Check one,
I'm not
please.
signing this one.
Okay.
So would you like to go to the security check one or not?
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Well, here, this is for you.
I'm all set in the documentation. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so you refused. So refused. Okay.
Well, duh, of course he refused.
That lady's RBF is coming in clutch, I guess. You can tell she's ready to pull her hair out. That first guy, he's probably so kind and patient, but on the inside, I would say he probably wants to pull his hair out, but who knows, he probably did, because he probably dealt with so many people of her kind. By her, I mean the sovereign citizen. You know, I've traveled a couple times and I've had to go through TSA, and I was thinking to myself, thinking about that, I wonder if they ever have to deal with any sovereign citizens, but lo and behold, there's a video of them dealing with sovereign citizens.
Fill out a meaningless questionnaire if you weren't obliged to. My guess is you wouldn't. Also, I do like how she kept emphasizing the word refuse, like not filling out her totally irrelevant form comes with serious consequences.
So, are you going to prohibit my right to travel without being sexually assaulted?
You to go through our security process as your Fourth Amendment right is. If you choose not to go through, then I cannot permit you to do the security checkpoint.
Do you know the Constitution? About the Fourth Amendment right? I would like to travel.
Then I would encourage you to go through the screening procedures with the dropped your boarding pass, ma'am.
Okay, the Fourth Amendment is the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable search and seizures, and without any warrants. So you don't have a warrant to search me, right?
Correct.
Because again, he doesn't need one. You can by all means refuse a search, but the consequences of that is denial of access to the secure area, potentially missing your flight. Also, flying, like driving, is a privilege, not a right.
But you're not going to allow me to get on without searching me, right?
There is no search. You haven't been touched. You haven't been screened.
Well, without...
There's no guarantee that you will be searched or you will be screened. You're going through the same screening procedures.
Traveling is a right, but with rights come responsibilities, first off, and not to mention that every mode of transportation has rules and regulations relating to it. You want to fly? There are some rules and regulations. Want to drive? rules and regulations. Want to take an Uber or taxi? Rules and regulations. Want to take public transportation? Rules and regulations. Want to walk somewhere? Rules and regulations. Bike somewhere? Same thing, rules and regulations.
Everybody else is going to them in order to safely travel to
Well,
your destination.
just
If
because.
you are refusing to go through screening, which it sounds like you are, then unfortunately I will not be able to allow you to come through security checkpoint.
So what I
So
was.
there are other means of travel that are less evasive if you would like to try those other means.
Let me just say one thing, and I do intend to get on my plane, even if you put me through sexual assault to do it.
Well, nobody will be sexually
And
assaulting you at this airport, so.
well, if I touched you in your privates, you would say I did.
Well, there would be no touching because this is gender, and I'm not a female, so I would not touch you.
That man's probably thinking to himself, I don't want to touch your privates anyway.
Because I assume that you were not a male. Therefore, you are not claiming the TSA screening procedure.
The fact that you're trying to turn a simple airport security search into accusations of serious criminal offences is quite offensive and disrespectful to the officers. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, it is still a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Oh,
It absolutely is.
Van Balen went there.
So,
He did.
Would you like to go through them, or are you declining to?
no, I need to get on my plane.
So can I encourage you to place your property through bin so it can be screened for X-ray, and then you can proceed over
Yes,
to the scanner?
yes, and I will be taking the names of whoever is going to be stroking me because it's interfering with my right to travel, and I will be following through with a claim.
Understood. Would like to go proceed to putting yourself through the X-ray, man?
As a second,
We'll have to remove the camera as well, just so you're aware of that, before you go through the screening, so I'm just giving you a heads up.
I understand you want me to remove a lot of things. Do we get to keep our shoes on now,
Yes,
though?
ma'am, as long as they don't alarm. However, if your shoes do alarm the advanced screening imagery, they may be asked to be removed.
Oh.
Just giving you a heads up.
So you are additionally gathering biometric data?
Ma'am, you're going through an imaging. If you would like to proceed, I need you to put
No,
your stuff
I'm
through the
not going to raise my hands like a criminal.
Are you requesting a pat down? So that is the only other alternative.
I understand that. I understand that. But both of them are violations. We'll take the latter.
All right. Which would you like to do?
The latter.
All right. Can you please go get in line with the other passengers and place yourself through the X-ray?
Well, thank you very much, and let us. We'll pick this up on the other side.
I can't guarantee that. Have a good day.
Well, I can guarantee you we're not going to follow through with this.
Well, good luck with that when the process and procedures of TSA are considered reasonable under the Fourth Amendment. But I guarantee you'd be the first person to complain if the procedures you're crying about weren't met, if, God forbid, anything were to go wrong up in the air.
Government's gotten out of
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
the box too far. Did you know that the 9/11 Commission does not recommend doing this to Americans? If you go into the recommendations, they actually only recommend
Look at that guy's
to
face.
foreign people. Madam, you're not going to do screening. We're going to need to step out, okay?
He's like, that's news to me. Doesn't he kind of look like Steve Wilkos, by the way? I think he kind of does. And personality-wise, kind of reminds me of him. If you are younger than me, or maybe you lived under a rock, Steve Wilkos was like the security guy for Jerry Springer. Then he had his own show for a while. Pretty interesting character.
Thank you, dear, for reminding me. I just was sharing with this gentleman, if you go and search the 9/11 recommendations, nowhere in there does it say to treat American citizens as if they are criminals. It specifically speaks of foreigners and Muslims, and in fact on the 41 recommendations, points 17 and 18 are about respecting civil liberties. And this is a right. So I just felt like we need to start standing up for our rights.
Yeah, but this isn't you standing up for your rights. This is you being a Karen on steroids, harassing and bombarding federal employees with mis and disinformation. Anyway, she
They should get her for indecent exposure for exposing her butt.
agrees to her luggage going through the scanners, and then it's time for the pat down.
Oh, it's about to get interesting, I'm sure.
I can get my way through. Oh, this is filming you.
Yeah, I know, but that's going to show up as an anomaly. I'm going to let you know right now if you go through the full body scanner.
I'm not going through the full body scanner.
Are you getting a pat down or?
Well, that's the only other option. I prefer neither, but we made that clear already. So,
Yeah, that lady's probably less calm and collected than this guy.
I didn't get to pick the one that was my right.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, if you're traveling, we have to screen you.
That's your job, but it's you ought not to be violating the Constitution to do it. It's up to us to hold up the Constitution. I understand you got a family to feed. So,
I understand. So they're going to pat that area down because there's something there. They'll probably ask you to remove it so they can see what it is.
that's all right.
Just to let you
All
know.
right, and then they can look right in it, and I'll say smile. Oh, hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Brenda. How are you?
Brenda, good. I would like to get your name and badge number, if I may. Brenda.
Those two look like twins.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just about.
I can. Where would you like to go?
Well, first of all, I need your shoes off because you're going to get patted down. So I need to have your shoes off for the pat down. Correct?
I thought shoes were allowed lately.
Well, they are unless you opt out of the equipment right here, and then I'll be patting you down. So in order to do the pat down, the shoes are required to be off.
Why is that? I've never gotten patted in on my shoes before.
No?
No, not.
Do you need a chair or are you all set?
My shoes have never been part of a pat down.
Well, they have now, so get comfortable with it. If you don't like it, you can always say no. Nobody's forcing you to fly today.
This is, I have the constitutional right to travel without. If you had a warrant for my search, that would be fine, but you don't. I'll give it to this gentleman. Yeah, you can carry it through, but I don't want it to be. I don't know what the thing could do.
Okay. Take it by hand. I'll take it. Do a hand check on it, all right? No. Oh, no.
Yeah, and I just want you to know your name is
Brenda.
Brenda Steve. I consider this a sexual assault, but I need to travel.
All right, we're going to send your stuff through, okay? You want to watch it?
Alright.
Her luggage finally, but not successfully, goes through the scanners. And then she gets the TSA supervisor she earlier and nonchalantly accused of wanting to commit serious criminal offences against her to act as her personal cameraman.
I do quite envy her, though. I can't believe it was her. I have to say, I'm rather jealous.
It's all set ready for you when you're ready.
What I want you to do is hold that for us. Thank you so much.
So I'm gonna explain the advice over, okay, that I have to do. So I'm gonna be patting down your full here. I can do it here, or we can go to private screening with another female officer. Do you want to do it here?
I'm not ashamed. I think you ought to be doing this because it's a violation of my life. And your name is Brenda. I will.
She looks like an 80s rock star. Which is fine if you're an 80s rock star and not a crazy, cracked out sovereign citizen.
That I'm going to carry this through with a complaint because I believe in our Constitution and I believe our rights are very clearly stated as I told Gary and I told Mr. Fennell that I have never been charged with extortion. I've never
You guys want to film this?
I've never been.
So you guys want to film this?
The right to travel. You don't have a warrant to search me.
Yeah, I I too wouldn't be very happy acting as the cameraman for someone who ignorantly and openly accuses me and my fellow employees of violating people's rights and wanting to commit serious criminal offences.
I would refuse that job so quick. At that point, I'd be walking off and be like, y'all can do this by yourselves. I quit. That would be the day I quit right on the spot. These TSA people have been super, super patient. Even though you can tell that in their heads they're thinking, oh my gosh, there's some crazy people out there, and I just encountered one of them. Like, when would this lady stop talking and stop going on and and proceed with the whole process here? Not to mention, this lady's holding up other people in line who are possibly in a hurry to get to their flight.
No.
And do you know that Americans are not the ones that are being engaged
Well,
the flights?
yeah.
Except for after you allow a lot of people in the country without.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, Carl.
Have a good trip.
Yes.
Hopefully it's uneventful from here on in.
Thank you. What did I tell you? I know. I am an upright citizen. I did not deserve to be.
Yeah, we get it. You're an upright citizen. You would never do anything wrong or have any contraband in your luggage, right?
And I noticed on that clause, incidentally, here's our amendment, right, that you should know. Let's see, where's that clause? Right here. It says, hazardous materials include explosives, compressed gases, flammable liquids, solids, oxidizer poisons, corrosives, and radioactive materials. Example, paints, lighter fluid, fireworks, tear gases, oxygen bottles, and radiopharmaceuticals.
Yes, but any liquid, gel, or aerosol that is over 3.4 ounces is not able to come through the checkpoint. So if you want to keep you have to go out and check your bag with the airline. You can go put it in a car if your car is out front. You can go give it to someone that's not traveling, or you can put it in your check bag.
But my question is, are you saying that a new tube of Tom's toothpaste
Well,
is...
we don't know it's a new tube. It appears to be.
Well, then you can check out that it's a new
The rules
tube.
are you have to go out and check the bag. You can go give it to someone not traveling. You can go put it in your car. If not, it will not come through the checkpoint.
But if I go, I have to go through this whole thing again.
Yes, that's only up.
But let me look at this. It says there are special... Excuse me, don't interrupt me, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay? I mean, it's hard enough. Let's try to be civil.
I'm being very civil. I give you your option.
Let's be civil, says the entitled Karen who has repeatedly accused people just doing their job of wanting to commit terrible crimes against her. Unbelievable.
I don't know how they put up with people like her, honestly.
The option is to go check the bag.
Yeah.
Put it in your car.
Well, I'm going to write your name down, please, if I may. Because what you're doing is, number one, you're doing an example of piracy. Where's my thing? Because you are taking something that is obviously not hazardous. There you are. You're seizing it from me. I am not free to go on the plane unless you seize something that I have. And there's nothing that I have that is endangering anybody. That is a brand new box of Tom's.
Read up on the stuff before you travel. It's not terribly hard.
No, you're getting mad because your attempts to frame this as a Fourth Amendment violation isn't working.
Not working at all.
Oh, wonderful. Please do.
What would you like to do with your item?
I'd like to write down his name, please.
In the meantime, ma'am, what would you like
Can I have that pen?
Can you let them know what would you like to do with your item, and I will gladly give you his name. You can either voluntarily abandon your item.
I've got a pen over here. Well, obviously you guys are seizing it. You are, in order for me to continue on my travels, you are seizing a brand new thing of toothpaste, which is, don't overtalk me. That's a really violent thing to do, to overtalk me. That's really, are you into dominating? Is that your thing? Because I'm into civility, where we listen to one another.
I'm under civility where we listen to one another.
As she refuses to listen to them. And they're forced to listen to her. You can see it on their faces, even though they're super patient with her. You can see it on their faces that they've had it up to here with her.
Rich, coming from a soft-seat Karen who never listens to anything anyone says.
I'm happy for you, ma'am. Can you just let the officer know what you would like to do so we can continue on the process and let you go about your business?
It's Amare, and this was, you wouldn't take your paperwork, would you? You refused that?
Ma'am, are you voluntarily abandoning your item? Or would you like to go back out and check it or put it in the car and you're not traveling?
And your name is, you know what I would like to do with my item, dear. You're the one who's not happy with me having it, not me. I have told you, I'm going to take all the belongings that you will allow me to travel with, absent the ones. So please hand me all the items that you are willing to let me travel with, and we'll be on my way.
You are going to voluntarily abandon it, you're going to go put it in your car, you can give it to someone not traveling, or you can handle it yourself in the program you have out there.
I've made myself clear. I am intending to travel with everything that you allow me to get on the plane with. So go ahead and do your part. So there, my pen is. Well, that's a little bit of a stretch, but... there's the eggs there. Do you want me to try to close it over here? What? Okay, let me get on my shoes. And it's not okay to put words in my mouth. At no time did I say voluntarily. You did. Not me. Excuse me? That's not, I don't get enough leverage there with that. Let's see, I just wanted to... That belongs to you?
No, that belongs to you. It's all on the floor.
Well, I meant to hand it to you.
I'm picking it up for you.
Okay, I'm going to hand it to you. And just for the record, I did not... This is for all of you? But you did relieve me of my property. The coercion and threat. So, have a wonderful day, Brenda. It's a lot of work to get this country back to the Constitution. There is only 18 directives that the Congress has, section 1 through 18. The rest is out of the box. Thank you so much. Young man, I know it takes patience not to interrupt, but it's so helpful not to.
Indeed. But also, nice when you respond to a question that's being asked to you. But I see what you said. I hope you enjoy the flight. Be safe.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest.
Thank you.
Don't forget your paper.
That's yours. You've been served. Thank you.
Yeah, that's going straight in the bin as soon as she leaves, no question. Anyway, off she went to annoy the airline staff and whoever was unfortunate enough to be sat next to her on the plane. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed
I kind of want to
this
see the whole
please leave me a
video,
like,
not in
share
this
the
video,
and subscribe
but
to the channel.
another time.
Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
Source. Video mentioned in an intro. Oh, I kind of want to see that one too.
Constitutional right to travel.
Of course.
And I also have the
Alright.
constitutional right to be
Let's
free
see.
of unreasonable search and seizure. And I am 66 years old.
Okay.
I've never been arrested, never been charged.
Oh, let's see this
don't
one.
have
I don't think I've seen this one before.
You headed to the party?
I heard this one's gonna be a blowout.
Not that one.
to
Shoot.
exercise my rights. So I thought I'd tell you that, and I have a.
Okay.
I'd like to go to Florida today with my ticket. Here's my boarding pass.
Alright.
To exercise
There we
my
go.
rights.
Didn't mean to hit
So
that
I
button.
thought I'd
Alright.
tell you that, and I have
Where
a.
is it?
I'd like to go to Florida today with my ticket. Here's my boarding pass.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Try to meet. Let's see.
That's how you want to be treated. No, okay.
SWAT teams in Tucson, Arizona swarmed a suspect that they say had driven 2 hours to allegedly meet up with a teen girl for sex. But that teen turned out to be an undercover officer, and the man was taken into custody on sex crime charges. We are getting a closer look at the takedown from body-worn camera video, and we are going to be speaking with a sheriff and predator hunter, Chris Swanson, about the details of this case, and I will tell you, it will make your skin crawl. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by
Stuff
Law
like this is
Crime.
why if I ever
I'm
have
Jesse
kids, they will not be allowed on social media until they're 16.
38-year-old Justin Taylor Crispin
And even then it's
is in
questionable.
a lot of trouble out in Arizona. He is facing felony charges of attempted sexual conduct with a minor and aggravated luring of a minor for sexual exploitation. This is according to the Pima County court records. Now, we got our hands on the incident report from April 3rd, 2025, when Crispin was arrested, as well as body cam video of his arrest. We got to talk
His
about it,
hair.
but I will tell you, this video
like
came
Jimmy
to us
Neutron.
blurred by Tucson police, but you can still see and you can still hear what's going on.
Police, stop, bro, to the dog. Get down, get down, get down.
Oh, they got the dog.
On the ground. Put your hands out.
So, how do we get here? Okay, talk about it. I want to bring in friend of the show, always happy to see him, Sheriff Chris Swanson from Genesee County. So good to see you, Chris.
Thank you.
Now, just give everybody a 360 here because where are you right now? Let everybody, you have the best views of any guest and the variety of views. Look where you are right now.
I tell you, Jesse, my work carries me all over the country, and right now I am standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial, a man who stood for emancipation and slavery that would need to be broken, those chains. And then down here, the Washington Monument, which is a symbol of this country and how free we are. So that's why these cases are so important, to break those chains of slavery, which we call human trafficking.
I love it. I love it. So, yeah, we got you once on a boat. We got you once in now we got you in DC. Next time we see you, you might be in a Vegas casino floor. I don't know, but it's we'll see what happens. But okay, now to get serious about this. Okay, this is a really harrowing takedown, and I'm always curious. One of the things that when we talk about it is an arrest like that. What goes into an arrest like that? What is the feeling like? What are you most concerned about? Because that is a really, really stressful moment.
Well, what I find interesting is the dynamic style of arrest. You heard a flashbang. You saw that they were in their tack gear. You saw that they came from multiple angles. That's what's different. This wasn't just a, hey, get out of your car, we want to talk to you. They knew something about this guy's past. They anticipated perhaps something going sideways. That's why they shot that flashbang to kind of disorient him and then attack and make sure that he was down on the ground. Loud verbal commands. This was all done very, very well. There's a raid plan. That's why they knew something. This wasn't going to be just your normal arrest.
So let's talk about this case, and we will get to that arrest as well, and we have more videos. So according to a partially redacted police report, Mr. Chrisman actually first started communicating with an undercover officer. Yeah, back in September of last year, that undercover officer, or UC, had an account on an unknown app where a user named Justin liked one of her posts and sent a message. The police report reads, "Once the suspect and I began texting, I immediately advised I was 14 years old and the conversation soon stopped. On March 19th, 2025, I received a text message from suspect asking, redacted, then stated, never mind, because he remembered her age, and then reminded that I was 14. But again, according to this report, instead of ending the conversation, the user known as Justin continued messaging. Now, Chris, how common is that? You see this situation where
Well, it doesn't really show the video. I forgot about that. I mean, it shows it, but it kind of analyzes it and all that. I just want to see the regular video.
There's so many different times that this person
I think it's pretty cool.
Stop communicating. They realize, all right, this.
But I also think their commentary is kind of interesting.
He re-upped the conversation.
But I don't know if y'all are here for that. Here for the video and me more so anything else. Maybe some other commentary, but not most of the video being other people's commentary.
In an undercover operation, so the subject is not alerted to what's going on. Do they adopt certain language or slang?
Another one from Code Blue Cam. It's another good channel. How to get yourself arrested at work. Looking in the mirror.
A routine traffic stop takes a wild turn when an officer comes face to face with a suspect who isn't even part of the original problem.
You go back inside. I'm not talking to you right now, okay? All right, good.
I just said you can't block both drive. You can't drop
Very
both
rudely, right? So.
No, not as rude as you are. You are the rudest of all.
Okay.
On the night of June 2nd, 2025, around 10:38 p.m., an Eau Claire police officer pulls someone over at a gas station in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. What he doesn't realize is that before the night's over, he's going to have an unexpected passenger on the ride to jail.
Hello. I'm stringing up from Eau Claire Police Department. Your exhaust is way too loud.
It's the battery. It's got mufflers on it.
Okay. Well, the other reason is that you tried to evade from me. You took off and then you.
Look at free stuff on the sidewalk. There's free stuff back there.
Okay. Well, regardless, your exhaust is way too loud. You can hear all loud.
I can hear it.
Give him a ticket, but he ain't give me a ticket.
That's fine, man. I'll take your driver's license from you. Is there a reason why you're so hostile?
Huh?
Is there a reason why you're so hostile?
Oh, I hate cops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're nothing but.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I would say all cops hate.
You go back inside. I'm not talking to you right now, okay? All right.
Man, it's a 2-for-1. We got two butt heads here.
Sodas.
Sodas?
And pop and food.
Okay. What about after that? Back to my house. Where's your house? What? What's your name? Seth. Alright, guys. And you guys got any open cases or on probation or anything like that?
No.
Alright.
Check them here if you want to.
Okay. Thanks, man. Just sit tight, okay? So, this car passed me on. It saw me sitting in the mail parking lot. Saw me pull up behind it. It like ripped around and tried to loop it, and I lost it. I turned back around on West Canyon and saw it come back out. Weird, right? His exhaust is out. Right when I pull in here, he starts yelling at me, like as he said. This guy's like, problems too at gas stations. Yeah. Like, you're not giving me a ticket for this. Like, it's my dad's car. Like, you guys are all.
All the typical ones.
He was like, you guys are blocking all my traffic. I'm running a business here. I'm like, I'm not talking to you. So, I'm assuming, like, he came. Yeah. Well, he took my car.
He's a male person? Misogynist much?
I know, that's what I was.
Well, must probably too. Musty more than anything else.
Oh, are ya? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And that's it. I could see that. So. No, he's got a flag house for strong dislike for law enforcement, so, and anger issues. Yeah, if he comes back out here one more time, he might get it, because I told him, like, to go back inside. There's no reason for you to be out here. And he was out here right when these two, like, he came up.
I don't understand these people who want to kick the hornet's nest. I say that because interfering in investigations like kicking a hornet's nest. It's really stupid, and you end up getting stung.
These two pulled in, and then, like, he was outside before I turned my lights on, so I'm like, what's your deal? So I'm just gonna write him a warning for it. Like, he's right, it's not his car. Like, he doesn't have anything on his driving record, so, like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but hopefully this makes contacts better. I don't know, sometimes that's the best way to go. You're probably, if you just want to wait in your car in case this guy, yeah, because I don't like that he keeps, like, coming out. I'm gonna talk to him after the stop and pull and be like, what, you know, like, hey, like, I can't always choose where people pull into. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Puller. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's super cool. Alright. There's your driver's license back. And so you're right, like, this isn't your car. Maybe giving you a ticket wouldn't be fair. So it's just a written warning today.
I can show you on the hood. It's got that 5.7 Hemi in it.
Yeah, it's still too loud. It's that. The
We
system
never got pulled over. We drive this to Osseo, downtown.
Okay.
My dad drives it too down here and never got wet.
Okay, well, I pulled you over for it today. It's not adequate. It's too loud, all right? So it's just a traffic warning. No points, nothing like that. You can use it as a bookmark.
You ain't gonna fire it down. It's just got the Hemi.
Yeah, no, if you get, yeah, that's totally fine. So, do you know the guy inside there?
No, I don't. He's pretty pissy because he pulled me over to the gas station.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys right now.
He locked that door, I'm pretty sure, so.
That's fine. You guys are free to go right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cars in here, or over here we are, and we're going to go just chat with him quick. I don't know if you guys still plan on going inside. That's up to you.
Not if you can be pissy like that.
Yeah. Well, I apologize that I ruined your trip here. Hopefully you guys can still get to a gas station quickly, okay? Yep. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you.
When the officers finally call out the store employee on his bratty attitude, things get heated.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, man.
No, I appreciate that.
What?
I don't have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're going to listen to me right now because that's...
This is my place of business, my place of work. All I did is ask you nicely not to...
It was not
that
very
you
nice.
can't walk the driveway.
It was not nicely at all.
I work here, but still, it's affecting our place of business because you guys are blocking the whole end of the parking lot. Who's going to show up if you guys are
Well,
blocking?
here's the other thing. You never interfere with a traffic stop, okay? Because you can be arrested for obstruction.
I
for
was
that.
talking to her. I wasn't. You were busy. I just said you can't block both drive. You can't drop
Very
the whole
rudely,
drive.
right? So.
No. Not as rude as you are. You are the rudest of all.
Okay. Well, I will be. We're allowed to. I said what?
Pretty much start get your ass back inside.
That I said those words.
I said pretty much.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm allowed to make traffic stops in parking lot because you're interfering. Are you gonna let me talk? Or you just gonna keep talking over me?
I told you I didn't want to talk to you. I'm at my
Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be notifying your boss about your behavior and then how you're acting, okay? What's your name? You want to give a name or no? Okay, well, obviously, I'm assuming he has a work schedule and knows who works then. I'm assuming he probably has a work schedule and is going to be able to figure out who is working. Is he going to be okay with you acting like that?
He's going to be okay with you guys not being on his property. You're blocking the intersection.
Here's the thing. I'm just advising there's no reason to act the way you were acting.
But the minute someone robs them, who are these people going to call? My guess is probably the police. So you might not want to be rude to the people who you could end up relying on in certain situations.
I didn't feel the way you were acting either. I thought you'd come off as...
Are you gonna let me talk, dude? There's just no reason to act that way.
I heard what you said.
And I'm just wanting you to know that that's completely inappropriate. When I'm dealing with like essentially a situation where I'm detaining two people, you cannot interact with them.
Say you're right. So fair enough.
All right, sounds good. Hope I got my point across. Yep.
The store worker is 46-year-old Scott, and he is just about to find out the consequences of running his mouth before the officer.
Yeah.
Monitoring Center, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Hano with the Eau Claire Police Department.
Hi.
Hey, so I'm currently out with one of your guys' clients. I have his DOC number when you're ready.
And then can I get a brief synopsis of what's kind of been going on with him tonight?
Yep. So I made a traffic stop at this location with a completely separate incident. During the traffic stop, a male, later identified as Scott, would exit the store. It's very clear that he was working at the store. He would yell out at me and my partner that we were blocking the intersection, and would cuss as he would go back into the store after I told him to quit interfering with the traffic stop. He said, "Get out of here! Don't make your traffic stop in my area. You're blocking my lanes." And he works at the place of business, so we're blocking his place of business. Making that traffic stop, which is kind of silly in itself, but once the traffic stop was complete, I would go back into the store to try to address that behavior with the interfering, essentially obstructing my ability to do my investigation, as I had to take my eyes and attention away from the traffic stop and focus on him. He would talk over me and refuse to identify himself. He said that he was upset that I stopped the car in the gas station and that we were blocking the gas pumps and other ways to park. It being almost 11 o'clock at night, there was one vehicle that pulled up to the gas station and was able to get inside, so we weren't blocking anything. But when I asked the guy to identify himself, he would refuse to do so and then continued to sweep.
So he was the only one that was saying anything, nobody else was involved?
No, he was the only one that he came out of the store unprompted and began to interfere with my investigation. There was someone else in the store while he was yelling out at officers as well, but they weren't directly involved, but they definitely heard the disturbance that he caused.
Okay. So since you said yes to assaultive or threatening behavior, then we would be placing on.
Well, and so that's what I kind of want to address. I'm gonna chat with my partner quick and talk and get her take on it, because is it assaultive or threatening telling police officers to leave his place of business? I guess is my question on it. I know it's hard because it's a blanket statement and we have to answer yes or no.
So the way that we kind of look at it is if anybody felt threatened by his behavior or if he made any threatening comments.
Okay, so the person that I stopped said that they no longer wanted to go inside of the business due to the way he was acting, and then would leave after. They said he was acting and they didn't want to go in there and have the guy be
Yeah, so then that qualifies as
okay.
Behavior, which would be a hold for us.
Okay, yeah, that's good for me.
And now, with the officer getting the green light, Scott is about to face the music.
Hey, Scott.
He's in his find out era.
So I just figured out who you were, right? So we talked to probation. They placed a hold on you. So you're going to be, at this point, you're placed under arrest, okay?
Right now?
Right now, yep.
Probation placed a hold.
No problem. Appreciate you being cool and cooperative.
Is it alright if I
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you get all that taken care of.
Alright. To the side door here, and then I'll grab some of the stuff you need, okay?
I'm gonna take care of this guy. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good.
Are you able to maybe take off? We're gonna have to close the store down.
What's that?
Are you able to take off? We're gonna have to close the store.
Sure, I can alright.
Okay.
I'll just get this right here.
All right.
Be alright there?
Do you have a vehicle that you could eat it in?
I got it right over here.
Okay. Or do you maybe want to eat in your car?
I'll just get done chewing this right here.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
Front squad there, the little clear one. Anything in your pockets, man. Close to anything, start pointing.
Just some change in the right front.
Okay, we'll go to the front of the car. Yeah, I'll work with that with you. Where's it at?
I think it's on the counter back there. I don't really know, dude. I mean, you guys just kind
Okay, what kind of phone is it?
It's a Samsung phone.
Okay, color?
Black.
Case on it anyway?
It's got a black case.
Okay. Who do you want me to call about the store?
I don't really know. I
Yep.
mean,
You don't know?
I guess,
It's a black Samsung phone. No case.
I mean, I understand the whole purpose of all this, but I mean, you're just trying to prove a point. But
No, I mean, the probation places the hold for whatever reason they do. Once I figured out who you were, explained the situation to them, they make those calls, not me.
well, yeah, I understand that. But
Yep.
you made the call to start with, though.
I made the call to them. Yep.
Yeah.
Which I'm 100% in my right to do.
Well, yeah, but you didn't necessarily have to. I mean, you're just trying to prove a point.
If that's what you think, sure.
It is, because I just...
Okay, well, do you want to
talk.
continue to argue with me, or do you want me to try to figure out how we can get the store closed down?
I'd like to figure out how to close down.
Go ahead. All right, who do you want me to call?
I can call Stacy.
As Scott goes on to tell the store's manager and family about the arrest, he keeps mouthing off with taunts that just don't stop.
Hey, Stacy. Hey, I can't close the store tonight because I guess I gotta go sit in jail for the evening or whenever. But I told some cops to get off the property. They didn't like how I did it or how I responded afterwards, so I'm being arrested and put on a probation hold.
Yep. How far out, I guess, is she gonna...
She would. So yeah, he said that'd be okay.
Okay, I'm heading. I'll get dressed. I'll head there right now.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, baby. Hey, so I got myself arrested at work tonight for being mouthy or whatever. So I got put on a PO hold, so I'll be up at the county jail.
Wait a minute, what?
Some cops pulled in the parking lot, had someone pulled over. I interrupted their pullover, told them they didn't need to be blocking both driveways of the parking lot. And he came in to talk to me, and I got a little mouthy, and he proven a point and got me arrested on a PO hold because the PO decided that that's what they wanted or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Ain't been in trouble in 20 years, but whatever. So there you go. That's where we're at. All right. Love you and have a good night.
But now that his actions are finally catching up with him, Scott changes his tune, hoping to smooth things over with the officer.
Can we open up a window or something, please? It's pretty stuffy in here. I was already pretty warm, so that probably doesn't help. So this is pretty much already set in stone, huh? Since you've already taught the probation and parole?
Yep.
Do I have to be handcuffed from behind? I'd appreciate it if I didn't. I just itch my face wise. What's that?
Yeah, I can move him to the front for you.
That'd be awesome of you.
What?
That would be awesome of
Okay.
you.
Face towards in there, and then I'll get the one handcuff off, and then we'll move him to the front.
Works for me, thank you.
Yep.
I am sorry, dude. I don't normally act that way. I just having a bad week.
Okay, and I can understand that. That's why I tried to come in and chat with
My
him.
wife told him my car and my dog died.
Okay.
What does he need?
Just so he's got someone coming from Coldhorn. I can hang out. I mean,
I'll just keep the vehicle in the car.
Okay, you're cool waiting then, and I'll just get him going? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's going to be someone named Stacy. I'll throw my 21 in the notes of the case, just as you're attached to it, just in case if you have questions when she gets here. But he has everything he needs out of it, so I'll just get him going if you don't mind waiting. That's super helpful.
Go ahead.
Thank you. You don't need anything else? Okay, so he's going to hang around, and then we'll get going, okay? So you don't got to sit here and sweat in this back seat, okay? Yeah, thanks, man.
But it's too late to make amends, so he starts losing his shit again.
Can't believe you arrested me at work, dude. I mean, serious. What do you at your job? I didn't.
While I was trying to do my job, those other guys were going to go into the store, and one thing that probation didn't like at all is that those guys refused to go into the store. So you guys going to go inside there? And they said, no, that guy was being I'm not going inside there. So I'll make sure to go tell Stacy that as well. Like you said I was dissuading customers when in fact it was you.
Yeah, it was all you, boy.
Oh, that's good. Right, yeah. I mean, when somebody's on probation.
No, but they're just crazy. They want to lock me up because I have an opinion.
Yep.
I got freedom of speech, man. I get locked up for freedom of speech.
You don't have freedom of consequences.
Sure. If that's how you see it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you told, like, you know, okay, so you told me, a police officer in a public area, to leave. I'm not welcome there. Yep. Yeah. And so part of your probation conditions are to not have any threats of or any allegations of threatening or assaultive behavior. You also made the people in the vehicle I was with who were going to go into your store feel threatened to the point they didn't want to go into the store. Yeah, but because of the way you were acting and your behavior, unprompted by me, that made them leave. So you did this yourself. Take personal responsibility. You're an adult, right? Yeah. You know your conditions? Yeah, well, I don't make the decision whether you get arrested on those. When I figure out someone's on probation, I have to call. And it's not like you were going to call when you knew you had police contact, because you wouldn't even ID yourself, which is another one of your conditions to be cooperative with law enforcement, when you weren't. So I would advise you, yeah, you haven't been in trouble in a while, but maybe reread the rules before you act out. And I'll make sure to tell Stacy how you made people feel there. Hopefully you still keep your job.
Yeah, you just pulled into the gas station to try to avoid you, so therefore...
Yeah, well then why would you even address it then if you know so much? Why would you even go out there? You're gonna try to interfere with me doing my job, like you said, like.
No, I tried to say that you just couldn't block the driveways. That's all I wanted.
Okay, well I have to do my job safely, because I don't know what's in that car, and if they're doing shady behavior, why would I appease them anymore?
Fair enough. The finest shakedown of differences of opinions. Absolutely. Which is okay with me. I'm nice until you have
Rather than clocking out and grabbing a beer, Scott kept running his mouth, and now he's spending the night behind bars on a probation violation. Ultimately, he learned the hard way how running your mouth can run you straight into a cell.
Yep.
If your wardrobe started...
Oh, that's funny. Nicest ass? Oh. Oxymoron much. Alright. Oh. See, on the next one...